Hey there, friendlies. How is up, my friendly friends? Just let me find whichever window has the YouTubeage open so that I can cancel the noise from that. Because why not start off yet another live stream in a half-assed fashion? Or am I right? I can't find it. I'm just going to start closing windows at random here. Boom. But without... there we are. Okay. That solved that issue, except that now I can't see the YouTube Chitty McChat. So give me one little second here. God, this is irritating. I know it's in here somewhere. Like even without the just closing everything down. Come on, fool, where are you? So many windows. Okay, finally done. Ruined the start of my frickin' live stream, but hey, we found it. So, take two. Hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to the Beard Blades and Bushcraft live stream, where we have beer, bevies, we have blades, and we do on occasion talk about bushcrafty stuff. The beverage tonight is, come on, fool, the Whitewater Pumpkin Spice Espresso Porter. Whitewater Brewing is somewhere in Ontario. Where is it? Cobden, Ontario. Pembroke Street, Cobden, Ontario. Here's to sweater weather. Crafted with a selection of locally harvested ingredients, the Pumpkin Spice Espresso Porter is our full-bodied homage to the adventurous autumn lover in us all. And I am an autumn lover. I do like sweater weather. But pumpkin spice, and that sounds like the whitest beer I've ever bought. But anyway, IBU of 22. Climate neutral certified. Make your mother proud. Okay. Oh, it's a light beer. It's a 4.4% alcohol by volume. And we're going to pour it. And as I pour it, I will do the usual housekeeping where I say, if you are listening to us time shifted to tomorrow or next week or next month, thank you for doing that. I do love seeing the comments show up below the video after the fact. I love knowing that your eyes are on my content after the fact. And I appreciate that because, as you guys know, there are a couple of live streams that I can only watch after the fact as well, including what was probably a very interesting one over at Dennis's place tonight. If at any point tonight you absolutely adore what's happening, then I invite you to toss me a happy thumb, smiley thumb. If at any point tonight you kind of hate what's going on, that's all right. The frowny thumb works just as well. And if you'd like to take a more active role in supporting the channel, as several in the side chat already have, I invite you to investigate the join button wherever YouTube has it this week. There you will see the 2 tiers of membership and what each tier gets you for your hard-earned folding money. Tonight, I have no reading for you again. It's a failure, I know. But no reading, no news, because I wanted to talk about Christmas lists tonight. I mean, we're early in December, so this isn't like Happy Christmas episode or anything. But it is a time when there's a lot of Christmas list talk going around. My wife asked me what my Christmas list was, and I said, I don't know. But I know that some of you folk are in sort of similar spots. You're trying to find out what your significant other wants most. or you've been asked and you have no idea. And some people are well prepped with their list. You know what? This has to be a Darth Vader tribute episode. Yes, tonight we drink to the honor of our buddy Darth Vader, who always knows exactly how many days it is to Christmas. When Darth comes on, somebody mentioned that we've dedicated tonight's episode to him for his good services, for the good services that he renders us. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about tonight. At 10 o'clock, Russell's going to come on as usual, I assume. But before then, if anybody wants to come on for like 5 minutes and talk about their Christmas list or what their gift, maybe they're giving something exciting away, or maybe they want to talk about what their plans for Christmas supper are or whatever, you can come on briefly. I will share the link. Do not make me regret sharing the link. Everybody be nice. I didn't even have to say that. You guys have been fabulous every time you've actually come on. But yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I think we'll do up until 10 o'clock. If somebody wants to come on, I do not want you to feel pressured. I would adore it if you guys would have a good, healthy chat. Oh, I pointed the wrong way because of the mirroring in the side chat, talking about your Christmas gift ideas, your Christmas wants, your supper plans. Are you traveling? Oh, I forgot to say, let's taste the beer. Wow. It may be because I worked for 3.5 years at Starbucks, but I am very jaded about pumpkin spice everything. When I saw this, I was like, I gotta try it. I gotta try it. And this is the most Ontario freaking beer. The most Toronto beer. That's pumpkin spicy. And it's too bad because underneath that crappy top note, there's some good stuff happening. It's a good espresso stout under that, but I often say that IPA is pumpkin spice for bros, and so I'm not going to feel pressured to buy this again, and I believe this is my first whitewater beer experience, so I will put a real effort into not letting this color my. Really? I have an entire glass of this. Happy freaking Christmas. Yeah, it's like if Starbucks made beer. Actually, even this is better than if Starbucks made beer. But anyways, I don't want to be dissing anyone tonight. I don't like dissing peeps. So let me just see who's hanging with us here, okay? Wow, Peanut Trucker was in early. Nice. You'll be in rainy Seattle, Washington. I like Seattle. I've only ever been to Seattle once, but it is like Vancouver Junior. I thought it was a really nice town. She's a Blue is asking if the Peanut Truckers, Mr. and Mrs. Had a good Thanksgiving. Because of course, for those of you below the 49th parallel, actually technically I'm below the 49th. For those of you below the border, you've just had your Thanksgiving and your Black Friday and your Cyber Monday. Yeah, she's a Blue. You were in pretty early too. Marcus in the house. How's it going, Marcus? Nice to see your name popping up. Marcus did something cool. He sent me a video of how to set up that that Coleman lantern, like how to fill it up and get it lit and everything. Because I went to buy the supplies and I was walking out of Canadian Tire with my arms full of because I bought extra mantles. I bought 2 packs of 2, even though it's not a 2 mantle lantern. And I bought the gas and I bought a little funnel and I'm walking out and I'm like, Marcus has to see this. So I sort of bounced everything, took a snap and sent it to him. and he sent me a video of how to set it up. So what I want to do is on a members only live stream, like really soon. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I fell asleep putting the baby to bed. I want to do just lighting the 2 lanterns, short little live stream for members only live stream, lighting the 2 lanterns. Let me just sort of get back to, I forgot to say that Peanut Trucker is a channel member. He's a channel hero. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Canadian at 8:22 is saying, see y'all at 9. We'll see if he's actually here at 9. Jim, SV Raven, Jim and I have been talking, but I don't know which of the many messaging apps we've been talking on. So Jim, I know I've asked you this, but I keep forgetting what we've been using to talk. So pop me a message on whichever system we've been using to talk. You know what I need to do? I need to say that for all Rain Dance Bushcraft communications, we use X, Y, or Z. I have no idea which. And I kind of don't want to do that because I have a philosophy that I don't want it to be, if one of you wants to ping me on something, I don't ever want you to be like, oh, but I need to be using Signal, or WhatsApp. Well, I wouldn't use WhatsApp anymore, but I use Signal, or I have to have X app. That's not what I want. I want you guys to just ping me on whatever the heck you want. And I've maintained that like since 2013, but I really pay for it sometimes when I'm trying to, okay, I need to answer so-and-so. What did they use to contact me? And like I've got 3 Facebook accounts, which doesn't help. And I don't want any Facebook accounts. Like there's one for my band. Oh, no. That's not it. There's one for my band. There's one for this. And then I have a personal one that I essentially don't even post to anymore because I'm just so done. So done. You know what I'm saying? I'm so done, eh? Oh, jeez, that Facebook. Those Facebooks there. Spreading the grumpinesses. Nope, don't like it. I don't hate it, but I sure as heck don't like it. Destiny popping in. How's it going, Destiny? Nice to see your name here. It's always a good night when Destiny's hanging with us. We've got Country Boy, who is a channel hero. Thank you for being a channel hero. Thank you for helping keep the lights on, keep me in batteries for that thing. People are saying hi. We got Mark Davidson, who is also, by the way, a channel hero. How's it going, Mark? How are you doing tonight? Destiny predicts that I will be wrapped up in my blanket by 10:30. It's a lovely 16 degrees Celsius where she is. Man, this has not been a warm day. So here's the deal. Last night, yesterday, okay, so overnight, Sunday to yesterday, we got 30 centimeters of snow in Montreal. And it was like 0 degrees, -1, maybe -2. So it's like this wet, heavy snow. Blew the crap out of a bunch of trees around town. This neighborhood it looks like a war zone. And got up in the morning yesterday, looked outside, and was like, holy crap, I have to shovel before I can drive the squeakling to school. The eldest was wicked late for school, but they sort of took that into consideration. And I just got the squeaklet to school on time, got back. But like that was the fastest, most incomplete shoveling job ever. And I was like, tonight I will finish the shoveling because I know it's going to get cold tomorrow. Lo and behold, I fell all the way asleep putting the squeaklet to sleep last night. So I did not do my members only live stream, and I did not do the shoveling. And lo and behold, it's now -8. And what had been this wet, heavy, but moldable snow is now a lot harder and a lot sort of harder to get a plastic shovel into. So yay me. That's great. David Evans is in sunny Florida today. And I'm sure you're enjoying it. I'm sure it's warm. David loves it in Florida. Darth Vader in the house. I don't know if you heard, but we're dedicating this episode to you because I want to talk about Christmas plans and Christmas lists. I'm not ready to start playing carols or anything for you guys, but we're at the time of year where if you have not bought everything, or you still don't know what someone wants, or they still don't know what you want, time's a ticking. So that's what we're doing, because you always know when how many days it is to Christmas. Mr. Lord Vader tonight is dedicated to you. Grace Martin in the house. How's it going, Grace? I hope your December is treating you well so far. I mean, we've only been, here for 5 days in December yet, but there's Russell popping in to say hi. What's Christmas like for Russell? Like, do you have a Christmas list every year? Hey, we got Memorex in the house. How's it going, Memorex? So yummy. I'm totally lying. I'm trying to amp myself up about this completely second-rate beer. Everyone's just saying hi. I'm just escaping down to see. There we go. There's someone else. I'm Mike with Hike with Mike. How's it going? How's Florida tonight? David started missing home before he left. Okay, I get it. Actually, I understand how that feels. I used to be sent to sleepaway camp. It's funny because, man, I had no idea how in the future I was going to be like, why didn't I treasure these times? Oh, I know exactly why, but I used to get sent to sleepaway camp, and before the bus had even left the curb, I was like, I just want to go back home. Funny how that works, eh? Skip's here. How's it going, Skip? How you doing? Got any Christmas list action going on, Skip? Russell has a winter ale and an innocent gun lined up. A winter ale. I don't. You'll have to show it to me a little later. I just thought of something for the whiskey. I got this North Star. Oh, I've got the King George. I've got this Alcantoshan, which I keep here because it's 40%, so I'm not going to get 3 sheets to the wind. But I want to show you guys something. So Sunday I took the girls to the lake, to my mother-in-law's out at the lake. I had this idea that I was going to shoot some videos, including the one lighting the lanterns, and just be there for the afternoon and everything. But that storm was hoving in, so we were there fairly briefly. I did record a whiskey video for the other channel, and then booted it home. And man, we just got home in time. The drive home was so stressful that I started falling asleep because I had used up so much of my energy on the drive that I was starting to. And Camille was like, "Hey, you okay there, Dad?" I'm like, "Oh yeah. Thanks for keeping me awake, kiddo." Because it was dangerous, and I was hating it. Stress, all that crap, that stress, all that crappy stress. So I'm taking all my Coleman stuff out because I want to shoot that this backpack. What's that from? That's from Dora the Explorer. This backpack was a gift from my wife for last Christmas. It's the Fjellraven Greenland. Nice pack. Oh yeah, so this is my Christmas malt for this year. Nope, it's on. I gotta turn it. Come on, foo. There we go. Now you get Russell off the screen. Tamdu 12 year. It's a 43%, so it ain't exactly a ball buster of a dram, but I've never seen a Tamdu in the wild in Quebec before, so I was like, I see a Tamdu anything, so I'm buying it, and so I shot the video where I showed off my Christmas malt, and it's this. So I've had one dram, and 43%, but delicious, man. Absolutely delicious. Tamdu exclusively ages completely in sherry casks. So you get some nice dark fruit. You get spicy oak because the sherry is done in European oak and everything. Very Christmassy. So I'm very, very happy with it. I'm just thrilled about it. I'm not going to because it's got to stick around for the holiday season, but and I got to find time to edit that video. I got to find time to edit any videos. So yeah, the whiskey that we have tonight will depend on whether or not Al is with us, I believe. I know I'm getting just further and further later and later on the side chat. Oh ho! I just noticed a donation. Can I show this on screen? No, I have to scroll down to it. Okay, hold on. I'll scroll down. Oh my gosh, I am late. Sorry, folks. Boom. Russell predicts this is the best donation I'll get tonight. Are you saying that my content is terrible? Oh, look, I'm not having a great night. I'm, I started off wrong, so I'm trying to sort of pick up where I dropped off there. Okay, so if it's a $10 night, that's fine. That's fine. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation, buddy. For those of you who okay, I have a winter. Okay, so I've found where I am. Country Boy says, "Oh, there's another quote for you, Destiny. This is the whitest beer I've ever bought." Yeah, come on, man. Pumpkin spice. Like, I feel that I should be talking about yoga and like makeup. What else? They can't all be wingers. I meant winners, but Russell has a man on the street, which is Al, has a Bloody Mary with a dozen chicken wings. Now, we've already talked about the chicken wings on the Discord, so I'm not going to go there. But Jesse don't like no wings, okay? David Evans from sunny Florida still has the presence of mind to do the God's good work by reminding everyone to please hit that thumbs up. It helps me massively. It makes me feel good about myself because nothing does anymore. There's Whiskey Harbor. Happy Tuesday. How's it going, Whiskey Harbor? Hey, look, Whiskey Harbor. I got whiskey. How you doing? Hey, is anyone drinking a dram or a beer with us tonight here? David, you got something on the go? Oh no, David. Okay, so David and Pam go down to Florida a fair amount every winter, I think it is, and so they have a car down there, and the car broke down today and left Pam stranded. Ugh, that sucks. Country Boy says, all I want for Christmas is 3 sea cans and a bit of property to turn them into a house. That's A, not too much to ask, and B, a big ask. But I believe that. I can really feel that. Now when you say sea can, you're talking about the shipping containers, is that it? Is that what the sea cans are? Darth Vader stressing us all out. $19. Did I say 19 about something? Did I say 19? What was I talking about? Marcus, all he wants for Christmas is a Coleman. Don't you already have a couple? Just a couple? Oh wait, yeah. So David is going to be tiling the kitchen, painting, and upgrading the light switches and plugs. Russell, oh, okay, so now we're sort of catching up to the beer. Starbucks is like, hey, if we had 10 cents worth of spice of this coffee, we can charge $8 for it. Yep, absolutely. Oh, I see. Memorex is like 19. It's because 19 days, 2 hours, 51 minutes Eastern time. Al says, Starbucks, ass milk of the hipsters. Yeah, and and it's funny because when I started there, the espresso machines were manual. Like you had to legit be a barista and know how to make, know how to pull a good shot and you know froth proper milk for a cappuccino, which is not the same as a latte. Blah blah blah. What the kids are playing with in those stores now, this automatic BS where you hit a button. No, no. The last time you could get a good Starbucks coffee was like 7 years ago. It's they were never like haute gamme, what I'm saying? Like it was never a high-end coffee. Like if you went into Little Italy and walked into a place where the baristas had been making coffee for like 30 years and like, you know, give me a cappuccino. And they're like, what? It's 2 p.m. No, you don't drink a cappuccino at 2 p.m. Like that's where you're going to get a spectacular beverage. What Starbucks did was an okay coffee, a good coffee. But the magic of Starbucks is the same as McDonald's and all those places. It's about standardization. You get the exact same drink here to here to here. And these days, you don't even get that because these kids don't even know how to calibrate those machines. This is boring. This is why I'm no fun at parties. Nobody wants to hear this crap. Anyways, all I'm saying is that Starbucks didn't start off as particularly strong, but nowadays it is straight up weak. Words by Jesse. Canadian, does it taste like someone ate pumpkin and farted in your beer? No. I mean, it tastes like somebody mixed in some pumpkin spice, but like, I don't think there's any actual pumpkin in here. What are the ingredients? Water, malted barley, wheat, hops, coffee, pumpkin spice, and yeast. So whatever goes into pumpkin spice. Susie Q, hanging with us. Do you have your tree up like everybody else on YouTube? We do have our tree up, but it's not yet decorated, so I haven't shown it off. I wanted everyone to show their favorite Christmas decoration, and I forgot to set that up. I mean, look, this is not the, it's a little early for that kind of chat anyway, but maybe next week or the week after or something. Destiny's finally home and on the laptop. And recorded the quote that country boy sent. Marcus, nobody uses Facebook anymore, do they? Yeah, but it's oldsters like my age and my mom's age and stuff. I mean, the kids ain't doing it anymore. I would like to drop kick Facebook off my computer. 28th, they leave for Savannah. 29th, back home. And on the 28th, you leave for Savannah. On the 29th, back home. The 1st. I'm missing something there. Christy's in the house. Christy is a channel hero. Memorex gave up on Facebook 2 years ago and loves the freedom. I would as well. Peanut Trucker's got almost 3,000 followers. Holy crap, dude. What the heck? Oof. Just sort of trying to skip through to see if anyone's talking about their Christmas list or anything yet. Everyone's still sort of saying hi and stuff. Sorry. I don't mean to be boring, but I'm just trying to. Oh yeah, I love it. Darth Vader says one of the greatest gifts you can get yourself is a snowblower. Hell yeah, I know that. I keep thinking this year I'm gonna, but then this year comes and I don't do it. I really want one though. And the thing is, I don't want to say it, but I'm getting a little too old for like my back really hates it when I'm doing my, because it takes 2 hours to shovel. Because I don't have a lot of land, but what I do have is um what do you call it? Um a snowbank across the bottom of the driveway, right? Because they just plow it to the side, and then a couple of days later they come with the big machines, with the the cork screw thing, and shoots it into the back of a dump truck. But it takes a couple of days for that to happen, and then those couple of days I kind of have to get out of my driveway. And so it's just awful. So yes, I would love a snowblower. Love. But it's like $1,600, $1,800, two grand kind of thing. I used to have I got what they call like an automatic shovel. Forget about it. It's garbage. Garbage. I mean, it's fine if you're in like not Vancouver even, but like Toronto or like maybe Vancouver kind of thing. But I mean, Toronto gets more snow than Vancouver. But like here, no way, they choke. It was a waste of a couple $100. Carol in the house. Carol, what's on your Christmas list? Or do you have any Christmas plans? You gonna make a great big supper? What's up? How many of you do like a full-on Christmas supper? And how many of you do a Christmas lunch kind of in the afternoon? Because I'm surprised by how many people do Christmas dinner at like 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 2 p.m. It's like, what? I mean, it's got to be dark outside. You got to have candles on and sparklies and stuff, Okay, I've caught back up to Raspberry Rock with throwing money at me. Thank you very much again. It's deeply appreciated. Hold on a second. My daughter is bugging me. I'll deal with that in just a second. I just want to make sure I'm at the okay. Christy got home last night from their travels. Russell found one of the best cures for driving while tired. Get a bag of pretzel sticks and just nibble on them very slowly. The act of nibbling keeps me awake. That is not a bad idea. I'm going to try that because thing is, it's dangerous. And what I had 2 kids in the car, right? Whew. Pretzel sticks. I will take note of that. Yeah, Country Boy. It's the problem is like I don't have another beer sitting right here, and I don't want to be walking off screen. Put that $7 towards a new wig. You're very funny. Dave is like 27 watching and 22 thumbs up. Don't get up the hammer. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I thought the espresso porter element would outweigh the pumpkin spice, but nope. Destiny loves her snowblower. The app. Christy's like, does a bear poop in the woods? Of course I have a drink. Nice. I'm assuming that you have whiskey. Sorry, folks. My daughter's really bugging me. Hold on. This is going to take like 2 seconds. It's because she wants me to take... hold on. What day are we today? We're Tuesday. Okay, there we go. All right. Hey, Big Green Moose. There's an 18-year-old Tam do on the LCBO site in Ontario. 2 years from my current desires. Yeah, a lot of 18s. I gotta buy Camille an instrument for band class at school. Like I gotta throw money at stuff like that. So, like my whiskey budget is really small right now. Um, but yeah, the thing is, the 12, it's like $90 in Quebec, right? So in Ontario, it's probably about the same. In Alberta, it's probably like 70 or $80. It's on the affordable side, for especially for something with an age statement. What do you get with that? Oh, and it's natural colored, so there's no caramel coloring in it. What you what they take away, when you get all those good things at that price is 43% instead of like 46 or 50. Um, Country Boys. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, there's a couple of people having drinks with us. So tell us what you're having. I can't believe the little single burner Coleman multi fuels are going for 150 these days. Yeah, everything's expensive now. Everything, man. You know, it's like buying anything is stressful. It seems right now, unless you're just I'm popping around IKEA for some flat pack, blah blah blah. No, I mean if you want to buy anything real, like little Coleman stove, lanterns. I told you guys the globe to replace the one that I broke on the Russell lantern. It ended up being like $90, including shipping. But from Ontario, it's not like I was spending, because very often I'll try to eBay something, $20 in Michigan, $40 shipping. So, ugh. So this was coming from Ontario, and it was still massively expensive. Everything is expensive. It is. You know. Um, Hold on a second. Yes. Uh, I'm sorry, Jess. I thought I was being funny about it, informed that I was not. About what? Did you say something? I don't see anything. What did you say? What did you say? Was it mean? I don't see anything. I got it. We'll talk later because chances anyway. Yes, sea candy is a shipping canary. Yeah. Plans about old age will catch me before I get the chance, but the universe can't take away my dreams. Yeah. Well, I was being boring. I mean, come on, right? Hey, Linda's around. Yes, I saw that it was Hap Wilson. I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. Although, strangely, I'm working at the office tomorrow, so I will not be watching during the day. I'll watch at around supper time when I'm getting stuff ready for eats. How long did he go for tonight? Did he do 2 hours or did he go extra? He's probably still in the green room with Hap. Oh, this beer is really bad, really bad, really bad. Christy is stressed out by Christmas. You haven't even started shopping. Yikes. I've started just doing all my shopping online. By almost all my shopping online. Prices on Amazon is like good price, good price, good price. What? Good price. What? What? Good price. So I mean, I still go and do some stuff in person. Peanut Trucker says I'm never boring. Thanks, man. Corkscrew thing, burr. What was I talking about? Oh, the snow. Le chose minouche, la fire. I have no idea what these tractors are called. Like what that. I don't know what it's called. We Christmas shop year round, so zero stress come December, and it's always a surprise to open a gift bought in June you forgot about. Yeah, I love it. David, Christmas supper. So you don't do the lunch thing; you do the actual supper. Yeah, I mean, that's like, why would somebody do Christmas lunch? What? Christmas breakfast? Actually, once I've sort of caught up with everyone, I'll tell you about how we do Christmas. My snowblower is at the shop getting a tune-up and a going over. Did you guys get really dumped on overnight to yesterday as well? Like, are you regretting that right now? We do a full traditional Polish Christmas Eve, pierogies, which I love, guanki, etc., and make it all from scratch a couple of days before. That is the way to do it. What is with what's going on here? The man on the street. 10:01. Amazing. I love it. Thanks, buddy. Peanut Trucker says we eat all day for Christmas. I think we do too, actually. My family is very grazerly. Darth says my dad got us Chinese food after coming home from the family Christmas party. I love it. Big Green Moose says our 4 p.m. Christmas dinner is because the old folks all want to drive home before it's dark. Okay, yeah, I get that. I think I should probably put my cans on because I think I see Russell waiting in the wings. Shawnee is don't fall asleep driving. I can tell you that from truth. I get it. Yeah. Today, okay, so I had to. Hi, Russell.
Hi.
So you know what I did today, Russell?
I imagine you took the kids to school, and then you. It's Tuesday, so you work from home. Or no, wait, you go to work?
Generally Tuesdays I work from the office, but today I worked from home because school thinks that Clem has croup. So I was waiting for them to call and tell me to come and get her.
Oh, anyway, I'm sure you just wanted me to say what did you do today?
No, I mean it was no, I didn't. I had no agenda.
Oh,
So
come on.
At lunchtime, I went. I rushed out because right now the missus is very busy at work, so she doesn't get home before the stores close. So at lunchtime, I booted to a mall that's about 15 minutes away to buy a shirt for my office Christmas party. And on my way there, I was coming. There's sort of like a section of road that sort of does a gentle curve. And somebody, I don't know what they were doing, but they had come off the road, blown right through the snowbank on the side of the road, up a little hill, and just blown the front of their car to bits against a tree. And so they're all standing there. I guess the driver or the owner is on the phone with someone, and the other two are there. And it was kind of cold today, so they're all like, I was like, how did you? Because it wasn't like a wicked curve. I mean, it was a curve, but like yesterday was slippery as hell. Today was less so. But anyways, I was like, well, it sucks to be you, and I'm glad you're not me.
I thought this is going to turn out to be a story of how you stopped and you let everybody in your car to stay warm while they're waiting for help. And nope.
No, I don't have that
Sucks to be
much
you.
lunchtime, man. I had to get there, find a shirt, and get back.
It just sucks to be you.
Yeah. Peanut Trucker says,
Right.
if I get tired while driving, I roll down the window and crank up the 80s hair bands. Yeah. Hey, there's Beto Manska. How's it going, Beto? Nice to see you. Vader passed out while driving once. Literally passed out for 10 to 15 seconds. Terrifying when you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh.
How did you see 5 to 10 and actually say 10 to 15?
Oh, really?
It's not important. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. We're back to a man on the street says, because I'm a Richard. I love it. Oh, were you reacting to him beating your number?
Yes.
It's hilarious. I love it. David says, rent the instrument until you know for sure she likes playing the instrument. We made the mistake of getting our daughter an expensive flute that never panned out. Well, here's the thing. If I rent the instrument for an entire semester, it's like $320. But there's an instrument that she likes that's $299. So if she doesn't like it, I just sell it.
Oh, sorry. I missed what instrument it is.
She has signed up to take bass guitar.
Oh,
but
okay.
we don't know if she's approved for it yet. So that's why I haven't bought it yet. Vader says, I had this strange cough, whooping cough, and was gasping for air as I coughed for like 2 weeks. I don't think it's whooping cough. But the thing is, she's a kid with asthma, so even group can take her out if we're not careful with it, right? Wait, Linda met somebody. Love of her life is spending Christmas there. Then we're going back to Missouri for a while. Okay, congrats. That's big news.
You met somebody?
It's a Christmas. I was going to say that's a Christmas miracle, but that was not going to come out the way I meant it. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's the perfect time of year for it, like Christmas is romantic and everything. Yeah, that's not where I was trying to go. Russell, we just got to get past this part.
Linda, we never thought that could possibly happen.
That's not where I was going. What I mean is it's a Christmas, like, it's the kind of thing that you would see in like a Hallmark movie, right? Like, wow, it's Christmas and there's someone, and oh God, we're just moving right along.
Linda, is it a bear? Tell me it's a bear.
Hey, be nice.
Well, where she lives, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, look at this. Country boy, 10:02. I love it.
Great. I'm gonna grab my winter ale.
Yeah, I want to see what that is. Like, who made it?
Granville Island.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Lipstick says, Linda says that 2 weeks before she met him, she said you weren't going to be with anyone again. That's kind of when it happens, though, right? When you're okay with being alone, you're like, you know what, not going to happen. And maybe it's because all the desire and stress and like that energy dissipates, and maybe that makes one more attractive or something.
Is he rich?
Always got your eye on the prize, eh, Russell? So show that can. Because I know Granville Island. I definitely know that distillery.
Yeah, so
that brewery.
It is a seasonal beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stout. It's got a nice chocolatey finish. It's and I've had chocolate beer before that was not good, but this hits just nicely.
Yeah. Getting a little pour out there. Shawnee has a camping cot with a pad on your Christmas wish list. Bought a travel toilet though, because why not? Yeah, that can be highly useful. Vader is asking, what's Dennis's channel? It's Canoe Hound Adventures. He's a great guy, dude. And I like his on-screen presence. He's not like all slick and TV like, and he's not unpro. He's just the perfect presence. It's really.
I've heard a lot about Hap Wilson over the years.
He's not small. I mean, he's not a small name.
That's good.
Yeah. Canadian quit smoking over 7 months now. I'm independently wealthy. So saving about $7,000 a year. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Look at this. Peanut trucker 10:05. Go big or go home.
I have an acquaintance on Facebook, and every year on the anniversary of when he quit smoking, he puts in how much money he saved because he quit smoking.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous amount now. It's like $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how much you can save. Jim is driving
like
home.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim. Like your morning coffee, you start adding up. Like if you pick up a coffee on the way to work, sort of thing, you pass through a drive-through.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff adds up. Or buying lunch every day at work.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge thing way back when.
Absolutely.
I first added up the very first time, and I was like, oh my God, I'm spending like $300 a month on lunch.
And I used to stop off at Starbucks for a grande Earl Grey every single day. I was working with people who bought 2 lattes a day every single day. It's like at the end of the year, like, because I was freelancing, so I counted everything up at the end of every year, and I thought, you know what, when you have that realization, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Man on the street says, by the way, supper is a small snack type meal, whereas dinner is a full meal, but I could be wrong or causing trouble. You're totally causing trouble. You're totally. In fact, if you're in Newfoundland, dinner is lunch.
Right? Oh, hey, funny story.
Go.
I meant to tell about this. City Girl is actually in Vancouver right now, and she went to the Granville Island Brewery.
On Granville Island. I used to love Granville Island.
Yeah, and I, of course, told her way too late. You should have some business cards, like Raspberry Rock business cards.
Yeah, just leave them there. Country boy spreading truth to Al. When aren't you causing trouble? Look at this, 10:06. You guys are hilarious. Peanut Trucker is not happy about that at all. Where David lived, you're correct about the meanings of dinner and supper. Like if you're out east, like Nova Scotia, whatever, dinner is a Toronto word and supper is a local word. And I grew up that way too in English Montreal. Well, in parts of English Montreal, sort of the Irish parts. Dinner was a Toronto word, and we say supper. And so that's why I've always just sort of said supper.
I've always said dinner because it just sounds classier.
Yeah. Is that it? It sounds classier. Is that it? Mr. Big City. Yeah.
I grew up in a small town, actually.
Did you? But I mean, it's like, like in some areas of Canada, they say pop. In some areas of Canada, they say soft drink. And like 1% of the population says soda, whereas if you cross the borders, like everyone says soda.
I think we've talked about this before. In some places, it's Coke.
Yeah, so in some places they just call it Coke, no matter what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want a Coke? Yeah. What would you like? 7-Up or Sprite?
Yeah.
Orange.
It's done. Oh God, it's done. Thank the gods.
Great.
Oh, Country Boy, 1010. I mean, I'm glad to be the beneficiary of all this, but you guys.
I think you guys can do better.
Damn you, Country Boy. I love it. It's 21:53. So, which dram should I pour? You know what? Let's be celebratory and pour the King George V.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the blue.
Well, the King George V is more expensive than the blue, and the blue is in the other room, and the King George is here. Is the blue in the other room?
Okay.
Yes, the blue's in the other room. This envelope was to send. Okay, you guys remember I did a little contest, a little giveaway months ago.
Yeah.
Only two people won. So I bought the makings for a second prize pack of essentially the same stuff. And then the other guy who won never bothered contacting me back. So that envelope was supposed to send him his prize.
Oh, you should have another giveaway.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might. God save our gracious King. In Canada, that is known as the Canadian Royal Anthem. Ouch.
Is it?
Yeah. So I just accidentally slammed the box on my thumb right where I had burnt the crap out of my thumb making spaghetti sauce. So I'm bleeding because of the the whiskey.
Sounds you're bleeding because of whiskey. Last time I bled because of whiskey, it was falling down on the rocks outside.
That was bad, though. That was bad.
I still have a tiny bump. Oh, that was horrible. I woke up the next morning and blood everywhere, just all over the floor. Of course, all over my face. And
yeah, that was not good. That was not good.
There was like 50 pieces of paper towel around here just soaked with blood.
Al, drinking the King in your honor. That was so painful. Not the first time I have caused myself to bleed on a live stream.
Do you need a Band-Aid?
No, I'm fine. So yeah, David was saying to pour the dram. I have now poured the dram. Hey, look who's here.
Sean.
Sean, you got to get on screen on one of these live streams. Not many people are telling me about their Christmas lists here. I'm a little, I feel hurt and let down. Okay.
I don't have a Christmas list either.
Like, you don't Christmas list, or you just haven't gotten it done this year?
You know what? I can't think of anything I need that isn't like super expensive. But
yeah.
But
yeah.
You know what? City Girl informed me that she's really excited about her gift for me this year because she's making it.
Oh no, cool.
And I think that's got to be the best gift is when you make something for somebody, because that shows you didn't just order something online and open up the package and wrap it when it got there. It's like you spent time. And now I'm like racking my brain, like, what do I get her? What do I?
Here's a tree that I found for you in the forest. Oh, look what Al did. 1020. I think that means, sorry, peanut and country boy?
Penis.
Penis, yeah.
Penis and cootie boy.
Penis and cootie boy. Peanut the trucker is absolutely not okay with this.
I love David Evans won anyway. Dave, how's Pam? Is she okay after her terrible journey today?
Yeah, it sucks, eh? Hi, Grace. My husband and I bought ourselves NFL tickets for Christmas. We'll drive to Indy, spend the afternoon wandering around, then go to the game. That's
a great idea. You know, City Girl and I used to go see a Raptors game every year. She knew somebody through work that had season tickets, and they're great tickets. Raptors, of course, being basketball.
Yeah.
And they were like not eighth row, but it was pretty close to courtside, and they were really expensive. And we'd stay at the Fairmount Hotel in Toronto, which is one of the nicer hotels, and make a day of it and have a nice dinner.
I would love to bring Camille to a Raptors game. She's very into basketball. She's playing on the school team and stuff. And yeah, she really likes basketball, so I'd love to take her. Because we ain't got a team here. Off-Grid Recon in the house. How's it going, Off-Grid? Off-Grid also believes that it's dinner rather than supper.
Real soufflés or something.
Really? Linda's having blueberry tea. What else? That's true. David Evans has so far won the Jesse by Jesse a coffee contest with straight up $11. Oh, okay, here's an interesting one. Destiny says supper for every day, dinner if it's fancy for Christmas or Easter. Okay, I never thought of it that way, but that works.
I have to ask City Girl what she grew up with supper dinner, because I know she calls it dinner now.
Mm-hmm. But even
in French, what do you call it?
Well, here's the thing. In French, it's dîner, but in Québécois, dîner is lunch and souper is supper.
Oh.
So,
So it's almost a literal translation.
Yeah. Now you're just showing off David Evans for that full-on. Oh, the Canadian has noticed that for the second time I've bled for the viewers.
You have a terrible time in your live streams. Remember when you broke the globe? Gosh, we were almost in danger of forgetting that happened.
You're such a brat.
We were so close to forgetting. I brought it back.
You brought it back because it was totally forgotten. Peanut Trucker is so pissed off. I love it. Oh, listen. Okay. Sean's actually talking about his Christmas list. Thank you, Sean. It was filled already. My ex-wife bought me not one but 2 sticks of Molinari Italian dry salami. Your ex-wife is buying you salami? I do love dry salami. Sorry?
You know what City Girl loves? She won't be watching this, so I can say I almost forgot. I got to get this for her. But there's a Hickory Farms package.
Okay.
It's like sausages and crackers and like 3 different types of sauces.
Oh, nice.
3 different types of meats, and she just loves it. And
You just lay that out as a charcuterie board.
no, I just give her the box. And she'll take like 3 months to go through it, but she loves it. So guys, great present for your wife.
Yeah, that sounds
Or
amazing.
your
I like that.
significant others. Linda, you can do that too with your love of your life, assuming it's not a bear.
This is for you, Russell. At least you only fight gravity when you drink whiskey. I'll fight anything or anyone when I drink whiskey. That's why I stick to beer.
I'm not just fighting gravity. I'm fighting those rocks. They come at me like so fast.
Boom, boom.
They're like, look at that one coming. Bam.
Bam.
Yeah.
David says, Pam is fine. The car is fixed. Thank you. CAA or AAA.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Ow. I mean, okay, you win. But...
Wow.
Thanks a lot. I will spend it well. Buy a video game. Sean is invincible on tequila. I brought home a tequila from Mexico. Did I show that off in the last live stream? I picked up a tequila and a mezcal in the whatever they call it when they sell at the airport, in the duty free.
The city girl loves her tequila too.
I've been tequila averse for much of my life.
Because you got drunk in it once.
I got demolished, and
we all have that experience. For me, it was vodka.
I feel that. I mean, I got demolished, and I did some embarrassing stuff, and the next day I felt like utter hell. And I find that the drunk off of tequila is a little more sort of narcotic feeling than off of like beer or whiskey. I didn't enjoy. Look, I don't love being drunk anyway because I have control issues. But like, I did not enjoy the feeling at all, and I've never loved the taste. But like, I'd only ever bought sort of the plonk that you get at the bar when you're like salt. How do you do it? And then like a lime wedge, that crap. Shots. So I have a cousin who married a Mexican man and spent a lot of time in Mexico, and in fact her son currently plays professional football, by which I mean real football, right? Not NFL, CFL. I mean football. The beautiful game, the round ball. Soccer. He plays professionally in a Mexican team.
That looked like a football to me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it's round, like a globe. Anyways, so I said, listen, I need to learn about some good tequilas because I'm all about making cocktails, and I ain't touched anything that uses tequila or mezcal. So she sent me this list of like, here are the ones that you can sip, right? Because any whiskey or gin or whatever that you can sip is going to make a crazy good cocktail. Anything that's sort of designed as a cocktail mixer is plonk. So I bought one of the ones that I'm going to start that sentence again. Okay, and go. So I bought one of the ones that she suggested, and it's delish. It's nothing like the toilet water that you buy at the bar with a slice of lime,
That's like the first time I had Patron. It's
yeah. Well, it's like, the beauty of Patron is, I mean, they're huge, but they also they sort of cover the whole gamut, right? They make some sort of bottom rung stuff, but they also make some really, really good high end stuff.
That's a weird thing, though. Like tequila's one of those alcohols that I'm convinced was never made to taste great. Like, you drink it because it doesn't taste great. It's like Buckley's. Oh, it works because it tastes bad.
It tastes bad, but it works.
All the other ones work too, and they don't taste bad. So, right. It's just a gimmick.
Yeah, I get it. Off-Grid Recon says that pre-1950 it was supper. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Sean in Alaska approves of Al's coup de grace. I'm just taking a look here. Darth says it's time for MLB, I believe, would be
Oh.
Major League Baseball to bring back the Montreal Expos.
Are you drinking that drink yet? Or are you still letting it sit?
No, I've taken a sip.
Oh, I missed it.
It's very good. Cheers.
I generally don't like looking at you, so I guess I missed it.
Just look through the glass. All of my former girlfriends agree that I look better through a glass.
You are a good-looking dude, man.
Yeah.
Holy.
Here's my mom saying I would like a small clear plastic T-square for sewing. Well,
Hi,
I did
Mom.
ask. I don't have a pen.
Oh, Mom, I need some things sewn. Like this shirt, this thing keeps coming. You can't see it.
Let me just take a note of that. Small plastic T-square.
Oh, I gotta call my mom
for sewing. Call your mom right now. On screen.
Oh, no. She'll be in bed by now.
All right. I was gonna say call her and then like hold the phone up to the mic. Hi, Mom, by the way.
She's in bed by 9.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have.
Off-grid recon says then post 1950s dinner.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yeah.
It's like pre-1950 is supper, and then post-1960 is dinner.
No, I think he said post 1950.
What did they do? No, but what did they do in between?
David, by the way, asked if I cut myself when I broke the globe. No, I did not.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
Hey, Jess, bet you can get a globe with that. Yes, I probably can.
Or a disco ball.
Or a disco ball. I should put a disco ball back there. Turn it on. What time do you turn your disco ball on at?
10 o'clock.
So I'll do the same. Like when Russell appears on screen, I'll be and I'll turn on the disco ball. It's like apparently Sean gets along a lot better with his ex-wife than most people I know. Most folks, apparently, Canadian says, get a shirt or a pair of socks and a piece of tail, and all of them are a size or two too big. A piece of tail, and all of them are a size or two big. I see where you went with that, and yikes.
Wishful thinking. Is that your midlife crisis?
Destiny says that I could buy a whole antique lantern for that price and an extra globe just in case. The globe thing is not going to get tired for you people, is it? Like at all? Yeah, Esri is like so close to forgetting. Okay, so now I've caught up to that part of the conversation.
Hey, can you get my generator running?
Yeah, well, I heard something, but it's not bugging me.
Is that...
Like I can just hear it in the background, but it's not as loud as like when you first popped in. There was something roaring.
There,
Jim would love to get anything made out of wool, so I can wear it this winter. Yeah, wool. Oh, you know what?
You need merino wool, though.
You need merino because reasons, for sure. I love merino. Can't afford it. Way too rich for my blood. But what I would love, one year, I'm going to get myself a Hudson's Bay blanket, a 4-pointer for the bed upstairs.
Nice.
And I want like a little single size for bushcraft, but I also want one, like we have a queen size bed up there. Oh, that moves me, man. That gives me the fizz. The Hudson's Bay blanket, like the basic one, the original one, right? Like sort of the off-white with the 4 colors, like none of the later ones. This is a green one with 4 black stripes. No. Funk that, he said, saving it at the last minute. I want the straight up classic one. Oh. I mean, it's just a blanket, right? No, it's not just a blanket. It's Canadiana, okay? It's Canadiana.
By the way, sometimes you, I know what you want, but just in general, sometimes you can go to the Goodwill, and they'll have like really good wool blankets in there.
There's a Goodwill here. Well, here it's called Renaissance, but it was bought by Goodwill. I go in all the time because I want to get Camille a wool blanket for camping with, but the one near me, it's all like, here's a coffee percolator, missing the lid. You know, here's half of a toy village. I keep going in and looking at the blankets. I'm also passively trying to find, the Dutch oven with the top that I keep talking about. and feet. Forget about it. My local Renaissance is awful. I mean, if I want like a blazer with the patch, the leather patch at the elbows, perfect. If I want bell bottom drawers, great. If I want a wig, hey, hey. But no, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Jim, which of my communication systems are we talking over, or have we been talking over lately? Because I kind of wanted to text you yesterday, but I cannot remember what we were talking about. Darth Vader says, since tonight's stream is dedicated to me, I put on my crown and took a selfie. Did you post that to Russell's Discord? David gets arrested after drinking too much tequila. Got arrested. Okay. Yikes. Jim says, nice. That's a good quality glass. Is that a crystal glass? If you wet it and go around the rim, will it sing? Gross. Disgusting. Speaking of gross, Jim says, except for a wool cod piece. Country says, no. I love tequila. Tequila. It's a high, not a drunk. Again, why I stuck to beer. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Destiny says we should all raise a glass to Darth Vader since tonight's live stream is dedicated to him. Big Green Moose is like, wood cod piece. Look, if it's merino, it's fine. If it's not, yikes. Oh, Peanut Trucker left. I'm so late. I don't even know how long ago Peanut Trucker left. Like 12 minutes ago. So it's too late for me to say good night to him, but good night. And tonight marks his 6-month anniversary of being a member, which is nice. Oh, I still have yet to experience the Caribbean rum finish.
This is my hand covers.
Mm-hmm.
Best beer ever.
Best? That's the best beer ever? Like, ever?
Yeah.
Oh, Linda's phone went dead for a bit. I guess she plugged in. Hey, I'm caught up. Yes, I am caught up. Oh, Destiny's hopping into the hot tub. Hell yeah. Is that an outdoor hot tub? It's got to be an outdoor. It needs to be an outdoor hot tub. Yeah. Jim has a very old, very faded natural HBC blanket. Yeah. And especially now, well, this kind of thing I like, but not everyone feels it's important. But the HBC has spent a lot of time and money in recent years sort of funding research. I think the HBC is just trying to make up for, I don't even know what to say, but nowadays the blankets are part of a program of paying into like some First Nations programs and stuff, which is kind of cool. Somebody just binged me somewhere, but I do not know where. But yeah, Jim, were we talking over? Signal would like to. Yes. I accidentally started Signal here. I'm shutting it back down. I think there's discussion happening on the Discord or something. My phone and my computer's like bing bing in my ear. Anyways,
that's my phone.
Oh, that's your phone?
Yeah. What the heck?
By the way, Destiny, a hot tub can cost a lot. Like a hot tub can cost more than our pool did, and our pool.
What?
Yeah, man. We were at Trevi recently, looking at the price of some of these hot tubs. I'm like, what? I mean, there's only so many bells and whistles I have the patience for anyway. But Christy says that the pic is finally on Discord from Darth Vader. Nice crown, Darth. Russell, do you see that?
Yeah, I was looking at those.
Can you sort of hold your phone up or share it or something? I just lost the
Oh,
StreamYard window, so I'm trying to do it,
I
but I
can,
can't find my
I can,
window.
I can share it.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Oh, for land's sakes! Where's my window? I have
For
too many
land's
windows open.
sakes. My mother likes to say that.
Does she? It's because she's a woman of discerning taste and class.
She's in her late 80s.
But you can still be a woman of discerning taste and class in your late 80s, Russell. What are you, an ageist?
Yes.
Oh, okay then. Okay.
Sure, where just you thought I was heading with it?
Yeah. Just let me send Jim something. There we go. I'm sending Jim the tracking number for the prize that I finally sent out to him yesterday.
That's me still.
Okay. Hey, Marcus, are you still here? I guess so please note, Marcus, that I bought the tie on mantles, as you suggested. Oh, Marcus is out. Looks like
City Girl might be moving to Vancouver.
You know, Vancouver has a power, man. Like my wife almost, like when I took her there to meet my dad the first time before they left Vancouver, she was like, I could live here. Like, yeah, I know you could, but $1 million doesn't get you much house here. So it's a great town. It really is.
Did you see that I put this on Discord, but City Girl got recognized out in Vancouver?
In Vancouver, eh? That's funny.
which is hilarious because, I mean, imagine this. Like, she's just walking down the street. She sees a tea shop, so she walks inside, and this woman inside is like, oh, what are you doing here?
Right. I love it. That's cool.
Well, I actually have a picture. I'll share it with you in a sec.
Okay. In the meantime, Matt J popping in. How's it going, Matt? How are things where you are? Marcus says real men use tie-on mantles. Yeah, I forgot to ask you, Marcus, why, like, what the issues that the clip-ons were giving you. Because, like, before I'd spoken to you, I just would have blithely bought the clip-ons because, you know, clip, right? I don't have to be tying stuff inside the. Well, I mean, and I now know that you take it all apart, so it's not as big a space issue, but yeah.
There's the woman that recognized City Girl.
I love it. Nice
and
pick.
Apparently, yeah. And the whole time City Girl was there, she's like, I can't believe you're here.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great story. David says, real men cut the strings. Yeah, I figured that we would have to cut the strings. Marcus says that they tend to tear the mantles and fall off. Okay, good to know. Matt loves the picture that you just showed, Russell. Matt says, mate, it's warm down here. Actually home from 3 weeks on your end of the screens. Really? Now is the perfect time to be home from here because it's like -9 here right now. Oh, but Matt wants to go back to the cold. Really? Okay. Fair enough. You know, while Russell's checking his fire, I'll say, you know, I used to really, really dislike winter. I said this in a video, but the two things that changed that were when the missus and I got snowshoes, it changed my approach to winter because it was like, wow, this is cool. And I still really like snowshoeing. And then I had kids, and looking at winter through their eyes has completely rehabilitated this season for me. I mean, yeah, it's gray and it's cold and in Montreal, like the wind can kind of draw blood. I mean, it's not like Portage and Maine and Winnipeg, but it can be rough, you know, and it's a damp cold and everything. But
you need wood stove.
I do. Too bad I'm not allowed one in Montreal. I would love it. Jim likes Vader's Crown.
That's kind of the last straw. You know, you can't have a wood stove and you don't have an NBA team. So these two reasons alone, I will never live in Montreal.
Fair enough. Country Boy will take any cold over the heat. Well, there's the thing. Like, I've also come around to being much better with the cold than the heat. Look, if it's cold, like Montreal style cold, right, minus 32, minus 34 kind of thing, you just keep laying on the layers and you're fine. But if it's Montreal warm, so like 28 and humid, you can only take off so many layers before you get arrested. That's my philosophy, right? Matt loved Montreal, such a pretty city, but the French thing was amusing. Hell, if you were in Montreal, you should have looked me up. I would have taken you to the pub or some damn thing. Lipstick says, we got dumped on the other day. The propane truck needed towing out of here. It almost went into a drop-off. Yeah, look, we got massively dumped on overnight, Sunday to Monday.
That's
like
weird.
30 centimeters.
That's weird because we got a couple of inches here. Like, centimeters.
So a couple of inches would be like 5 or 6.
5.
Okay, it's weird that you didn't get nearly as dumped on as we did.
I know, right? Because like for anybody watching, weather patterns, the prevailing winds in this area are from the northwest, and Montreal is east of me, so
and south, right? Wait, are we south? No, maybe not.
A little bit south, a little bit,
yeah,
a little bit south. So yeah, I mean, you must have got some lake effect that I missed somehow.
I don't know, but yeah, it was rough.
I need like a good foot of snow.
Mm-hmm. Well, where you are, a foot of snow is. I mean, look, it's very pretty here right now, right? Because like it hasn't all melted and fallen off the trees yet, right? So it's like every branch still has a layer of snow on it. But like out where you are, Russell, winter must be well, I know because I've seen it on video, but spectacular. Like with a foot of snow.
You should see it right now. It's got that, because we had freezing rain and we had a little bit of snow, so every tree out here looks like somebody came along with a bag of stardust and went.
Mm-hmm.
It's
yeah,
beautiful. So, that's why I sit on my computer all day and play video games. Did
I tell you I've been playing Starfield again? I reinstalled it.
I think you mentioned it one night. Yeah. You stayed up really late. I loaded it up today, and I was sitting in my ship, and I'm like, I forget how to fly a ship, so I just quit.
I'm enjoying it. I like the criticisms come from people who are playing it, and the thing is, it doesn't have the Bethesda feel. So if you're a Bethesda fan, yeah, I see what the problem is.
Well, it's and I get that bit because I was looking for Skyrim in space kind of thing, and it
was
off, to me, it comes off as Knights of the Old Republic, which I loved, absolutely loved. But
that is an astute freaking observation, because I was also looking for Skyrim in space, and it let me down at first. I think that's why I was like, okay, not getting Skyrim in space, and it's crashing my computer, not just crashing the desktop, but crashing my computer off. Now that I've sort of reinstalled everything and it's working fine, I had to get over the expectation of Skyrim in space and say, listen, it's a different game, and I'm enjoying it. It's flawed, but it's a good game. It's just not Skyrim in space. It's not Fallout in space. It's not the same sandbox that I love. Matt was going to look me up. Traveling friends, family had a death. Oh, trip cut kind of short. Okay. Plans changed 2 days after arriving. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I wanted to mention before that I got recognized in a pub here in Montreal, but not from Raindance Bushcraft. It was from my whiskey channel. Like, but I've only got like 380 subscribers to that channel. But it was because I think, in fact, it wasn't even from that channel. It was from the Instagram associated with that channel, because it's a guy who is on Instagram. And like, I walked in, I was between sets, right? Because we were there rocking and reeling, and so between sets, I went to take a piss, and this guy I've never met before says, Jesse? I'm like, yeah. Dribs and Drams? I said, Paul M? And it was like the funny, like we had to take a selfie because that was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, I hate, you know what? It happens. I think my channel gets recommended to local people because I've had a lot of people locally. And the funny thing is, they'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, Russell," and I'm like, do I actually know this person because they're in town, or is it from Raspberry Rock, or is it? So
It's just the fam. It's just the fam.
There's always a moment of, where do I know you from?
Yeah.
Should I know you?
Yeah. Matt J didn't get to visit the most famous subway in Madoc either. You just got to come back.
It's Tweed.
It's actually in Tweed?
Yeah, the one I go to Tweed, not Madoc. I just like Tweed a lot more.
For some reason, I thought it was Madoc as well.
That's weird. I keep telling. Well, I mean, I'm closer to Madoc. A lot closer.
Yes. Okay.
But okay, you really want to know the truth. I've been to a lot of. I've been to a lot of subways. I mean, a lot of different subways.
Okay.
The one in Tweed is the only one I've ever been to where everybody follows the rules like it's gospel, like washing your hands after, every time they finish the sub, they go to the cash register, they take off their gloves, they do the thing, then they wash their hands, they put on fresh gloves. And I appreciate that, and I think they deserve my business.
And also, I mean, you've been going there for so long, and sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. Nothing? You don't recognize it?
Of course I recognize it. I was about to start singing it.
Okay, good man, good man. Country Boys. There's Dennis. Dennis, hey, man, Dennis. I'm excited about your live stream tonight. I can't wait to watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow evening because I'm actually working at the office tomorrow. You too? Yeah.
We talked about you, Dennis.
Yeah, we mentioned that you had probably one of the coolest guests around on tonight. Country Boy, nothing beats Fallout. Man, post-apocalypse is my jam.
All right, Jess, Fallout or Skyrim? Oh boy, really?
Would have been Skyrim, but Fallout New Vegas. Hey, it's tough because I have a real residual warmth towards Skyrim. But I think Fallout New Vegas is is killer. Absolutely killer. Skyrim opened my eyes to what? Here's the thing. There are two games that changed my view of games in a specific way. One was Dragon Age, the original one, and one was Skyrim. I remember for Dragon Age, I was at my buddy Robin's place. You guys, OGs here will remember Robin from like a live stream or two way back, and he's been on a couple of my videos. I was over at his place and like, hey, I'm playing Dragon Age. You want to try it? I'm like, I'm not really into swords and sorcery. I'm more of like a science fiction, but I'll give it a try. And then like an hour later, I was like, I need this. Which is funny because I was at your place, Russell, and you showed me that whatever that thing was called.
VR.
And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll try this. And then did I lose an hour?
Oh, it was more than an hour.
It felt like 10 minutes. But like, so the two games that really opened me up to swords and sorcery was Dragon Age, which I still think is a big, a foundational moment for me for gaming in some ways. And Skyrim is absolutely the other one. Very hard to beat Skyrim in many ways for all sorts of reasons. And it keeps getting new life, right? How many special editions are they on now? Right?
The
anniversary.
Like 12 years old now too, I think. It's still the best game I've ever played.
It's definitely one of the best games ever.
I'll have to check out Fallout New Vegas. And in fact, I think I bought it a long time ago and I started playing it and I just didn't get into it. But
here's the thing. This is so non-bushcrafty. Although, in the Fallout world, preppers, right? I played Fallout from the very first one, right? The isometric, and then Fallout 2.
I've never played any of them, but
Okay. I mean, nowadays I wouldn't really, because I wouldn't suggest it because they really play like games from back then. Okay. But the world building was amazing because I've always been really into sort of the post-apocalypse thing. And like, I loved A Boy and His Dog. And in a lot of ways, Fallout really pulls from that aesthetic. And then Fallout
Boy and
3
His
came out.
Dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You remember that film?
Yeah, with Don Johnson.
Yeah. Before the, the 5 o'clock shadow and the Ferrari. And then when Fallout
in the white suits that were pulled
and the white
up,
suits with the
or the white jackets that were pulled up to the arm.
rolled up to the arm. It's like, is he a private eye or is he a member of Duran Duran? Anyway, so then Fallout 3 came out and it was like a first person RPG, and I was like, wait a minute. And I ended up really, really liking it. Like, because what they did was they transitioned without losing the character that had made Fallout so great, because there's like a dark humor that goes throughout the entire series that I really go for. Yeah, there's gore and it's like the world has ended and everyone died in a nuclear annihilation and they're rotting people walking around and everything. But it's still kind of funny in a funny way. And they didn't lose that in Fallout 3.
In a funny way.
In a funny way. But what was cool about Fallout 4, because that went back to Obsidian, right? That wasn't Bethesda. That was Obsidian, who were the originators of Fallout, is villages had farms. Because the whole thing in Fallout up until that point was like, okay, great adventure, but what do they eat? And so they had really sort of thought through some of that stuff. And who's leaving? David Evans is out. All right. Good night, sir. You won't be here next week. Okay, good to know. Sad, but good to know. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. Like, it's a toss-up for me between Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 4 is great too, but like Fallout 3, they really hit pinnacle Boy and His Dog. Fallout 4, they let that slip just Fallout New Vegas, they let that slip just a little bit. Fallout 4, you're building settlements. That's not what I want Fallout to be. Yeah. And all this time, Skyrim's just been sitting there getting new fans, getting new mods, getting new versions popping out. And
I can't wait for the next Skyrim. But
yeah, it's coming out relatively soon.
Yeah, you say that, but
relatively.
They don't say anything.
Yeah, but they've thrown out a couple of trailers of late.
Wow.
Anyway,
I have a similar experience with Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Way back, early 90s, like 1990 or 91. Like I had a Nintendo system, and a girl at work was like, "Oh, I just bought Final Fantasy. I try to really like it. I'll bring it in and you can try it." And I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, because I played some really crappy games. And so she brought it in, she gave it to me, and I, like, within 20 minutes, I was like, "This is the best game I've ever played."
Yeah.
And I think they went. And that's the only Final Fantasy. Well, that's not true. I tried Final Fantasy 3, but I think they went like first person as well in the series. But
no, I played a few Final Fantasies, and I mean, maybe they have of late, but as of Final Fantasy 13, they still hadn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I wouldn't know.
Hold on, I'm just sort of making sure. Country Boy says, "I hope you took a selfie after you left the pisser." Yes, well, yes, of course. I meant, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, right?
It's like two guys standing at the urinal. Hey, can I get a selfie? Put the camera to my face.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Dennis says it was a cool show, a real different side of Hap. I can't wait to watch that show.
I missed it too.
Well, look, Christy missed it as well. Maybe we should do a watch party tomorrow night.
Ooh, watch party.
Which means I won't be able to do my members only live stream though. Okay, everyone's just started saying goodnight to Dave. But yeah. What were you talking about before we started talking about video games?
You're asking me?
It's gone. It's completely gone.
I'm trying to follow the train back.
It's okay. Let it go. Let it go.
How about let it go?
Let it go.
I gotta grab some beverages.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
Matt's asking if anyone has played Rust. I think I've downloaded it, but I haven't played it.
I've heard of it.
I believe I've downloaded it, but not played it.
If we're gonna have a video game conversation, I need to get like one of my kids in here.
Yeah, the thing is, Rust is a survival game, isn't it? Am I remembering that right? Watch right. Boom chicka wah wah. Dennis goes exactly out to left field. I love it. Okay, so Matt really likes Rust. Yeah, am I right about that, Matt? Is it the survival game that I'm thinking about? I supported on Kickstarter a survival game called, I don't remember what. It was made by a Canadian company somewhere, like in Canada. What the hell is it called? Last Night, Longest Night, Cold Night, whatever. Okay, yeah, mate. So you start with your doodle in the wind and a rock in your hand. Yeah, I think I might have downloaded that, but I'm not sure. Either that or I just watched a bunch of trailers. It was available on Steam. I find that a lot of games that are on Steam, I thought I bought and downloaded at one point, but I've just watched a bunch of trailers. I'm currently drinking the North Star single malt. The was it a Loch Lomond, I think? Distilled at the Loch Lomond Distillery, Inchfad. Okay, Big Green Moose is out. Night all, got to do a bit of Christmas shopping before bed. I think you're going to Christmas shop online the way I have been doing. But yeah. All right, thanks for hanging out with us, and I hope that the video game talk didn't bore you too much. Sorry, guys. So, here's the thing. I like video games because I kind of like video games in the same way that I liked games like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, for me, the game design was more important, was more interesting than playing the games. Like, I played D&D for a short amount of time, but I thought about the game design and development process and like the storytelling elements for much longer. Like, I helped Robin come up with scenarios for games that he was running that I just wasn't interested in playing. And for video games, I find that, like, in another life, I would have wanted to run a studio so that I could construct the stories and the world view, you know, and like the world building, and just have other people do the work of bringing my vision to light. And there's a guy who I follow on the Tube of Views, Tim, the one they call Tim, and he was a game designer at Obsidian, and in fact he worked on the initial Fallout, and like he does this whole series. He's kind of retired now, where he talks about elements of being in that world, and I watch everything he puts out because I find it so interesting. But yeah, Matt says siblings and I a few years back did a month-long Rust game. Someone looking after the base nonstop for a couple of weeks was hell. Really, that's dedication. Countryboy says nothing better than your doodle in the wind. Hey, Russell, be funny for a minute. I gotta go see a man about a horse.
Okay. Can I tell jokes about Jess?
No.
I should have waited longer to say that. Is Al gone? Yeah. The dude, He's one of those guys that he can't help it. He wakes up really early in the morning, so he knows he has to go to bed really early. He's hardwired that way. So yeah, he left. I kind of want to talk more about video games, but this being a bushcraft channel, what's your latest bushcraft purchase? God, I used my my Hultifor's axe yesterday. What a beautiful axe that is. I just loved it. And you know why I used it? I had this round. I was processing some firewood, so using the log splitter, and I had this great big round that I kind of pushed out of the way, and it kind of rolled into some dog poop. So, it's like, what do? I try to wash off the dog poop? No, I'm going to cut the bark off of this thing. So I'm sitting there like, ding. What a wonderful axe. And I keep this one. I've never used it. My my carving axe. I hope to use that one day when I carve my first spoon. Jess sent me a spoon, or gave me a spoon. I don't know where it is. It's not here. It's somewhere here in the cabin. I will find it one day. I promise. I've not really seen your stuff in the last 2 months. What's something new and exciting in your life at the moment? Well, that's a no-brainer. I bought a mini excavator, Matt. Check out not the most recent video, but the video before that, because it has me and Ray bringing the mini excavator into the cabin, and it was quite a journey. And then the most recent video, I'm actually trying to dig a well, which didn't turn out really well.
Trial version.
Now,
I bet nobody remembers that.
Where's what's her face?
I don't know. She's she's probably working in her house.
Yeah, I don't care. It's
Okay.
I'm gonna find her. Would you get cheese? Is it cheese?
Oh yeah.
It's cheese.
Darth Vader says nothing will ever beat the Sears Christmas wish book catalog. Man, you're digging deep.
Oh, I used to like my Christmas wish list was from the catalog. I went through and I itemized everything, what it was, what page it was on, and I never got anything.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I never got anything that I asked for.
I still go through the Lee Valley catalog every year, and I put Post-its, and then realize all this is too expensive, so I'm not asking anyone for it.
Yeah, Lee Valley. A bunch of I want to buy so much stuff that I'll never use. It's awesome.
But hey, if you were going to build a log cabin, you would use all kinds of stuff from there.
Is that your thing? You want to build a log cabin?
Hell yeah! Was that clear enough?
It starts with buying the right property. You need nice, mature trees, and a lot of them of the same type, ideally.
Yeah. Country Boy says you didn't need to dangle your uncle; you just wanted cheese.
I mean, you need to see a man about some hearse and some cheese.
Yeah, need to see a man about some cheese. Shawnee says that crap. Mal's probably painting a wall.
Yeah, well, we'll see if she's still up.
Are we still on for an hour? 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. So I got all this Coleman stuff here, and tomorrow I'm hoping I will have time. What I got to do is not fall asleep while putting the squeak to bed.
Have you lit your wick yet?
No.
The one that you put in during that members only live stream?
No, because I'm waiting to do it on the next live stream. I'm dying to light that damn thing.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, just light it now.
I'm not lighting it now.
Why not?
Because I've been drinking some booze.
I did it during my live stream. I almost burned the cabin down. So you should be able to do it now.
If I burn down my house, I'm getting left.
No. But you know what you're doing.
Yeah, but
You're getting left.
I'll light it. I'll do a live stream tomorrow and I'll light it.
Where's Destiny? I'm getting left.
Burned down the house on Tuesday, living as a single man on Wednesday.
Jim says light it.
Yeah, but I'll light it tomorrow. I'll do my members only. I'll light it, and I will see if I've watched.
Look, I've got 2 fire extinguishers right here.
Great.
What can go wrong?
So much.
That's what I was going to order. Oh, I was trying to remember what I was going to order off Amazon. Now you've reminded me. I need a wick.
You need a wick.
And you told me what the wick.
Yeah, what did I tell you?
Land. Yeah, well, that's. I think it was 1 1/4 centimeters or something.
Have you measured your wick? Everybody, we're talking about an actual wick.
I hear if you cut down the bush around your wick, it'll make your wick look bigger.
Mr. Single Entendre strikes again. Darth Vader keeps saying 24-hour Jessathon. Dude, if I win the lottery and I don't have to work anymore, the third thing I'm doing is a 24-hour Jessathon.
The third thing I'm doing.
Yeah. And I don't have to work tomorrow? Let's do it. I'll have guests on every 2 hours.
It's like if I win the lottery, I'm just right now, I will hire a band to go to work and play music while I march down the hallway towards the exit.
Play me out of the door. Play me at the hire a band to be my theme music. It'll be a funk band.
It's gonna be. You have to play the Darth Vader theme
on my way out or on my way in to drop my.
No, that's not jovial enough.
I'm a highly jovial person, as you know.
Oh, so it should be. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Apparently, Jim's wick is better than bacon. That's good to know. I see that it's not only us who are breaking out the awkward statements on this evening of evenings.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't think you have to. I think it's open for it's open to interpretation.
Is it really greasy?
Yuck. Just being clear about that. Just throwing that out there. Throwing it out. Gone. Okay, bye.
You know what my lantern is. You said it during the live stream.
Yeah, it's a Feuerhand. Feuer. Feuer.
Feuer.
Hand, which is German for hand, which is H, which is H, which is H-A-N-T, which is H-A-N-D. Feuerhand.
And then 27 something.
Yeah, it's a baby special 276. 276?
Jesus.
I would know that before having had the booze, but I believe it's a 276. I believe it's a 276. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. 276. Do you understand me? Of course you understand me.
Yeah. I'm looking for the...
You're fluent in booze.
I'm totally fluent in booze.
SV Raven says, whoops, everything's jumping. Everything's jumping. Jump around. Crazy lip reading. Yoda singing about a stick. Yeah. Right. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I love Bad Lip Reading. I think that series is amazing. I mean, I like the early stuff better, like before they ended up with like Jack Black involved and like getting kind of flashy. The Bad Lip Reading of I want to say Game of Thrones, but that's not what I'm talking about.
The football ones are the best.
Football ones are great. The Congress ones are amazing. I'm thinking of whatever that film, Katniss is the name of the main character.
Oh, the Hunger Games.
Yeah. The first one I ever saw about the Hunger Games was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's the kind of content that it takes a special kind of genius to come up with that idea. Like, I wish I'd thought of that. And I'm the type of person who is like, I wish I'd thought of that rather than I actually thought of that,
You
know what I'm saying?
The type of person. I'm the type of person who never has really creative and inspirational ideas. I just admire other people who do it and think I'd like to be like that.
So you understand the darkness of my soul, the grimness, the dismalness of my life.
I do have really creative and inspirational ideas, so I don't know what it's like to be you.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Fucker. Oop. Dehydrated, by which I meant demonetized. What?
Dehydrated. I said fucker. No, I'm dehydrated. Oh, I said it again.
Wow. This live stream is just going right off the rails.
That's never happened before.
No, of course not. Matt J is throwing greasy wicks down a hallway some sort of Canadian rural sport. It should be. Like, that's something you would see on, like, Kilkenny, right? Country Boy says, you'd be surprised at things we do to entertain ourselves during the dark months. It's all downhill now. Oh, dude, I'm 51. It's all downhill no matter how you slice it. That's not funny. That's depressing.
No.
Now I'm maudlin. Maudlin. Dark. I'm going to go read some of Jean-Paul Sartre tonight. Maybe La Nausée. I just had this flash of when I was in Cégep, which I believe has no English Canadian analog, but like we would call it college instead of university. This is so boring. But in Quebec, you finish high school in grade 11. You spend 2 years at Cégep, which is college, and then you go to university. And I just had this flash of myself at that time of my life. And I was just insupportable. Unsupportable. I'm translating, insupportable, but like I was awful. Like I was writing poetry and I was reading Jean-Paul Sartre because it made me interesting to the girls with the blue hair at the local cafe. You know what I'm saying? I just like, how the hell did that human being live to be 51? All like self-important poetry, stuff like that, like directing black box theater 10 years later, and just like, yeah. How do the people we are in our 20s ever get out of that stupid phase?
Stupid and immature.
Stupid, immature, dumbness.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I'm still trying.
Yeah, me too. That's the problem, isn't it? Maybe as guys, we never grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us. It's funny. I'm like, ha, 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 that's funny. But you know what? I walk past the Lego aisle, and I stop for an hour. And that might partly be because when I was a kid, we had no money for Legos. But part of it is just like, wow, I wish I'd come up with this.
My problem with Legos is always the same. If I bought a big thing of Legos, I wouldn't know it. I ended up with a brick. There's no creativity. There's
a $900 Millennium Falcon that I would sell my sister to buy. Nobody tell my sister. I just said that.
Mom, are you still watching?
Yeah, Mom. Our little secret, okay? Like it's ginormous. It's huge. It's like the biggest kit they've ever made. It takes forever to build it. Like months to build. And I just
Can we talk about the geniuses that run Lego? Like
yes. I would like to point out that Country Boy says that he is 56 and has not yet figured out how to adult. Nice. It's
right?
so glad to know that Russell and I are not alone in this.
I'm gonna be like 90 years old and be like, I still haven't figured it out.
I'm gonna be 90 years old and like, I can almost afford that Lego Millennium Falcon. It's like $8.99 Canadian. It's like, holy crap, dude. Which is actually the same price as this whiskey.
Well, the real joke is I'll never live to 90.
Yeah, I won't either. Absolutely not. But you know, whatevs.
60. We're aiming for 60.
Are you aiming for 60?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get that.
I think it's doable, but you never know.
You never do. Jim has F-16s flying over his house doing night maneuvers. That must be loud. Whoops. Christy says I was going to say the same thing to Scott. Yeah, you're having the same things. Jim's son has an original Millennium Falcon in the box.
In the box.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Jim.
Oh, wait, an original like from the 70s? Or is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. I want one like you would not believe. Here's the thing. I had one when I was a kid, and I had an original X-Wing, and I never got the TIE Fighter. But
I had an X-Wing.
Just, man, there's a magic to those toys that doesn't exist in the current ones. But they're gone. And
my X-Wing was made from real metal. Like
I just, I was a kid who was tempestuous at best. I had a lot of issues, and I remember in a fit of pique, I was having a tantrum and destroyed my X-Wing. I was hitting it with something. And I wish I had both that Millennium Falcon and in fact, I almost bought another one of those Millennium Falcons, those original ones. About 10 years ago, I was working as a photojournalist, and my assignment.
Wow,
this is 20 years ago, actually, and my assignment was to photograph like Comic-Con in Montreal.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were selling an original Millennium Falcon. It was like $55 and had all the parts. But at that point, $55 was a lot of money to me. And I spent like, do you ever get this feeling like when you got like a wicked nausea and a headache or something, and you're just in bed trying to lose it? And for me, being sick in bed, every regret I've ever had just comes home to roost. Like it just plays on my mind, and that is one of them. I was like, $55 for an original Millennium Falcon with all the parts.
So Jim, what do you think that's worth? It is from the 70s. I put that up on screen.
And if it's in the wait, it's not on screen anymore. Put it back. I want to look at it and love it.
I just said from 70s.
Oh, I see.
Jim,
okay.
Put the picture somewhere, Jim. Jim, are you in Discord? Oh, you probably don't have it with you. It's with your son.
But yeah, that X-Wing and that Millennium Falcon, if I could get them back. And it's funny, I have the same thing about certain Transformers, because I think I've mentioned to you guys, I had a neighbor. I used to live in a co-op and a cooperative housing project, so someone in the co-op always had all the keys just in case something happened and a plumber had to come during the day and nobody was home, whatever. And the people upstairs, the son and the person with the keys, it cycled. And when the person upstairs from us had the keys, her son came in and stole all my Transformers and sold them for lunch money.
Oh,
and
shit.
Unfortunately for him, he went to school with 4 of my Irish cousins who took him out back and showed him a thing or two. But I never got the Transformers back because he'd sold them all. And like one of them was like Jetfire. And today, decades later, I can handle the fact that I don't have Optimus Prime or Starscream or Megatron or Shockwave anymore. But I want that frickin' Jetfire. And so I look at it on eBay and just think, if I spend this money, I'm going to be in trouble. And I don't know why it is. Like, why I fixated on the Jetfire, because he wasn't my oldest Transformer. He was probably, like, he was the one that it was the struggle for my mother to buy at that time in our situation.
Yeah.
That was the one that was hard for her to buy, you know. But man, one day I'm going to have that Jetfire. You know,
I remember stuff like. Sorry, you weren't finished.
No, I was just gonna say, and like, I feel the same way about that original Millennium Falcon and that original X-wing. It's like, what would I do with them? I'll tell you what I would do with them. I would love them, because I have such epic regrets about them not being here anymore. And I'm not gonna play with them, but I would hang them here or something and just look at them and be happy that I had them again. You know?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel the same way about hockey cards when I was a kid. Like, we all rocked with hockey cards, and I think that, you know, back when the Edmonton Oilers were winning like everything. 5 out of 6, you know, championship, Stanley Cups, excuse me. If I had just collected all the Edmonton Oiler team, the whole team, and kept it safe and packaged it up, that'd be worth something now.
But we don't understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't understand it. At that age, we don't get it.
At the time, it's not worth anything.
No.
You can buy hockey cards. Like, every time I went to the hockey rink to practice or, you know, play a game, my parents always bought me a pack of hockey cards. Came with a stick of gum.
Stick of gum. I don't think they come with the gum anymore. You know, you're old school if you open it up and it's like, wow, this is a stick of gum. How long have we had this packet?
Right?
Yeah. So the F-16s are still flying over Jim's place.
Hey,
apparently,
Jim,
Christian,
have you got a gun? Take a shot at one of them.
Oh, yeah, there's an excellent idea. With the flintlock, right? Click. If you have
they'll appreciate. Yeah, they got to practice dodging, right?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. If you have an original R2-D2 with the third leg, that is funny. I did have. I lost a lot of my Star Wars toys. I left them at a bus stop. I had them all in a bag, and I just got on the bus. I just got on the bus.
No.
Lost a lot of stuff.
Oh no.
Darth Vader's about to post something on Discord for me. All right, I will be interested to see that. Yeah, I really
left it at a bus stop.
Yeah, got on bus, took off.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. I went running back and forgot about it.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard, next to some kid sold all your stuff for lunch money. That's the second worst thing I've ever heard.
Well, the thing is, you know, Jetfire was what, $100, right? At that time, and he probably sold it for, you know, he sold it for lunch money. It's like, fuck. Funk. Slap your bass.
There's no edit.
Yeah,
on the live stream.
Yeah.
I'd like to edit my previous.
I'd like to
thing.
My previous vocalization. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so tired. So Darth Vader is about to post something on the
Court of Discs.
The Court of Discs, but I do not see anything yet. Although I do see a picture of him being happy about having a label maker. 1978. You know, I was just old enough to see Star Wars in the cinema in 1977. Right? I was born in 72, so like,
you're 5.
Yeah, you know, so like, I was young. I was young enough that opening scene pinned my ears right to the wall, kind of thing. And it's like, it's a generational thing, right? You're either a Star Wars generation or you're not. And maybe that's why, like, like one day I will have the money for that freaking Millennium Falcon and that X-Wing and that Jetfire. And the Jetfire is interesting. Like the whole Transformers thing was a mess, right? They were essentially licensing completely unrelated. I almost knocked that over. Completely unrelated Japanese toys and putting them together under this Transformers package, and then I made a cartoon and like shoved it down North American kids' faces. And that's why the Transformers like were so many different looks, right? Little Bumblebee. Do you remember Bumblebee, the little Volkswagen Bug? And then there was Jetfire and like all these things. And they all had like different names in Japan, right? This was a Macross model, for instance, and this was a blah, and this was a blah. But man, I was an easy mark for that marketing campaign, let me tell you.
As kids, we all are.
Yeah, of course. Christy says that first one in the 70s was the only Star Wars movie I've seen. Well, okay, you know what, Christy? You got to get yourself educated, okay? You got to watch your movie.
I find that incredible, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Like, Christy, why? Like, is there a why to that? Like, I can't believe that you didn't see, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, at least. I mean, if you...
Like the three seminal ones. Now, here's a question for...
You used the
word. Jess King, hey, away from home this week, so late arriving. That's okay. Actually, I don't know why I'm still online. I was supposed to end at 11. Darth Vader, I got a question for you. If you were to suggest unto Christy an order in which to watch the Star Wars movies, would you tell her to watch them in the order that they were released, or would you do like what's it called, the machete sequence? What order would you say, Darth? The Darth Invaders. Christy, it's not about being interested. It's about partaking in a major cultural event of the late 20th century. It's about knowing who the hell Yoda is, because even people who don't like that space shift know who Yoda is. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to help you, Christy. I'm trying to help you become a more rounded individual.
What's interesting is I remember when my kids were young and thinking, oh, there's so many great movies to see. Star Wars and E.T. and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
And now I've got grandkids who are in the same boat. They're too young for these movies just yet, but I can't.
Yeah.
I hope to be there when they see Star Wars for the first time. Of course, will they be underwhelmed? Will they be like...
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because first of all, I want to say goodnight to Destiny, because she's out. Bonsoir tout le monde. Until next time, bisous. And
Destiny.
Jim says to Christy that they can't be friends. Next, you'll probably say that Star Trek is better. Christy was saying, I was never that into Star Trek, so we might be okay, Jim. I remember what it was like my first time seeing Return of the Jedi. Okay, because like, oh my God, there's a new Star Wars, and then man, that film was something else to me. And I like the first Star Wars was the same, and I keep...
There was some moments in there, like, God, when the door opens and Darth Vader standing at the head of the table.
Yeah, and the whole like Endor, because I was already sort of starting to really love the Forest and everything, but like I think in some way I keep trying to recapture that feeling, and you never see Return of the Jedi for the first time again. It happens once, you see Star Wars for the first time once. You see Wrath of Khan for the first time once. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't, you don't get that back. I know Wrath of Khan. I'm just throwing that in because of the little discussion in the side film, in the side chat.
Okay, so since you brought this up, like, what movies do you watch where you've watched them more than once, and every single time it's just an absolute treasure?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna say it. My all-time favorite movie, although I haven't seen it in probably 20 years, has always been When Harry Met Sally. I went to school for script writing, though. Okay, so I've seen that movie 47 times.
Script writing.
Oh, amazing, the writing in that movie, and especially because I get the feeling that a hell of a lot of it isn't scripted. 'Cause, I mean, Billy Crystal, right? Hand him a script and hope for the best, kind of thing. But
I like to think there was a lot of improvisation. I'll be with you on that.
I'm sure of it. I think. I
Keep
think
talking.
that.
I can see it in my phone.
Okay. There are films that I never get tired of seeing. Like Russell, we watched The Wrath of Khan together recently, didn't we? We rented it.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. And I hadn't seen that movie in a while, and it's flawed, but it's still really got it. There's still there's a lot happening in that film to like. But like some of the movies that I watch over and over again, I think I watch Indiana Jones a lot because I feel that I was I'm a born explorer, born too late to explore. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff about the golden age of.
It's the meme. It's you're too young to explore the world and too late to explore the world, but too early to explore the universe.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Hold on. Interesting conversation. Jim picked me up on the order of Star Wars. Because he says no, never machete, and because a lot of people are really like that's the way to watch it. He says 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So that's it. The last 3 you wouldn't even do. Interesting. Okay. All right.
I'm sure he's gonna put 7, 8, 9 after that. I feel that you should watch them in the order they were released.
Yeah, I mean that's legit. The machete sequence also makes a lot of sense, but that's like going deep into the geekness of it, right? Christy says that she can watch over and over again the following, but I'm sure that there are more: Fool's Gold, Galaxy Quest, Private Eyes. Oh, and then Raven says, and then yes, 7, 8, 9. So he's really talking about watching them in the order they came out. Okay, fair enough. If I was to use machete sequence, I would call Rogue One episode 3.5 and fit it in there because it fits in right there. Because it's not episode 3, it's episode 3. It's episode 3.9. Darth Vader just posted Metroplex G1 complete in box.
Better Off Dead. Is that the one where the kid keeps coming along and like $2? Is that the one?
Is that it? I do like. I like a lot of John Cusack movies. I haven't seen all of them though, but like I like him as an actor, and I feel that his choices have been fairly successful. Like he did what's it called? Forget it. I can't remember. Just move it right along.
2012. He did 2012, which is a movie I could watch over and over because it's a post-apocalyptic. It's actually a real-time apocalyptic movie, which is a lot of fun.
Is it? Okay.
Just did one where he was a spy for the CIA or something like that.
No, the one where he was an assassin. That was Grosse Point Blank.
Yeah, that was
fun
a good
movie.
One too.
Mm-hmm. And that had what was her name? The British actress. Like his love interest in that movie. What the hell is her name? This is the problem with these live streams that go late, and I've had a couple of drinks.
you want me to look it up? I can look it up.
Vader has a Jetfire too.
He's one of those actors that never ages either.
Truth. Absolutely.
Sorry, what was the movie you were looking for? What did he do?
Well, he did Gross Point Blank, and he did
You described the movie, you didn't know the name.
High Fidelity.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking of. High Fidelity, which I loved. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
God, he's done a lot of movies.
Something called $2 and Awesome Camaro. Must Love Dogs, says Jim. Hey, Little Fish in the Kitchen is popping in.
Yeah.
16 minutes after we were supposed to have closed her down.
Hi, Marcel. Yeah, he did that movie. This kid kept coming, you owe me $2. And at the end of the movie, they're doing this big ski competition, like downhill skiing competition. He's missing a ski. He's only on one ski, and this kid is there on his bike going, $2. He's like, okay, we gotta go. We gotta start right now. And they're skiing down the hill, and this kid's coming down on his bike, like,
really?
He's gotta get the $2 right. It's hilarious. Oh, I think that was the one where they're like, we have to do the Chinese downhill, and the Chinese guy's like, what in the fuck is it? Chinese downhill?
Really? I don't know.
Sorry, I demonetized you again.
You sure did. But it's funny because Darth Vader is dropping like pictures of all these of I see Jazz, I see Wheeljack. All these got stolen from me. My first Transformer was Prowl. Now he's a 280ZX Turbo, a Toyota 280ZX Turbo that was like in police livery. And I man, the Datsun 280ZX Turbo. Not that I'm a gearhead, but there's something special about that car. And so when I saw that, and I'd never even heard of Transformers before, because our TV was black and white and never on. And so I bought this thing, and I was like, "This turns into a robot! Oh my god!" And like that whole era of Transformers is really special to me. And then when the Dinobots came out, I loved them. There were a couple of Dinobots that I really miss. I had like Slag and whatever the Triceratops was called. And I had Swoop, but I never got Grimlock. He was the one that never.
Did you watch the TV show?
Yeah.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was late, and I saw like 3 episodes of Beast Wars, and I was like, this is like second-rate Transformers. But man, the original series.
Beast Wars, which was temporarily Beasties because there was a problem with the trademark, and then became Beast Wars again. But Beast Wars was like, it was lame for the first few years, and then it got really, really good. It was one of those shows that just like it started firing on all pistons, and it's totally worth watching.
It just seemed like cheap animation. I was only watching the first little while. By the way, Jim is hitting the rack. Good night. Looking forward to Jim. I just wanted to send you the tracking number so you could keep track of it. So I'll try to do that tomorrow, because I'm gonna, once I hang up here, I'm going to bed. But yeah, and also Jim, I threw in an extra ferro rod. I made a bunch of ferrocerium rods at one point. But I wanted to tell you, you'll have to epoxy it in, because these are all like prototypes. So I sent you a prototype. So epoxy it in and make it work, make it go, make it fabulous,
make it go.
Yeah. We're at 11:20. I can talk about Star Wars toys and stuff until the end of time, but I gotta be at the office tomorrow. So everybody, yeah. Shut up, Jesse. Everyone, between now and yeah. Oh, everything's gone off the rails. Where are my glasses?
Back streets, back.
All right. I S3 Raven got the tracker. Thanks. Oh, interesting. Okay. So yes, everyone gonna. Oh, Steve G is in there saying adios. I didn't even know.
Steve, did you get poked in the ribs earlier?
Because he said to poke you in the ribs.
Oh, thanks for being so verbose.
verbosity is key to my happiness, Russell.
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us until
Wait.
Okay, go.
I just want. I've already delayed you twice. I just wanted to see how long I could delay you for a third time.
I have a funnel. Okay, for reals. Everybody,
but
good night.
I have one more thing to say.
Oh, I thought you were just being a brat. Okay, go.
That's four.
That's four?
I delayed you for a fourth time.
Between now and next time that we meet.
No, but we really
should be next week. Everybody, please be safe, be healthy, be sane, and be kind to one another.
And don't forget to watch Raspberry Rock videos and
all of
Raspberry
them.
Rock ASMR videos.
All of them.
And just remember, we love you all very much. And we hope that you sleep well tonight and are well grounded and with your families for Christmas. And see.
Oh my God. Pea soup. That's all you have to say, Russell, is pea soup. That's all you got to do. Good night.